Hey everyone, it's Steven Davy here from Walton Institute. Today I'm going to look at Horizon Europe and I'm going to look at the call text analysis from one of the calls there. Call text is just out. Um, what I found in this round of Horizon Europe or European funding is that they're very, very clear on what they want from the call text. Literally, if you look at that expected impact section, it literally calls out the objectives of your project. So today I'm looking at cluster 4. It's the twin transitions. It's called 0101. The deadline is 23rd of September this year. In this call, they're looking for AI enhanced robotic systems for smart manufacturing. And it's linked between AI, data and robotics and the Made in Europe partnerships. What AI, data and robotics looking at is trying to bring more of that innovative technologies around AI, data and robotics into manufacturing. And Made in Europe partnership is trying to encourage more productivity and more efficiency in manufacturing in Europe going into the future. This particular call is an innovation action. So really what they're looking to see is results that are at that TRL 5 level, trying to bring it right up into TRL 7, so you're deploying your results into a relative environment. The call is looking for projects between the 8 and 10 million euro mark. So roughly you'd be getting maybe 10 or more partners in that. I'd be expecting 2 or 3 year call. By the end of it, you're going to be looking for results that will be getting to market. So you'll need to have partners in that consortium that can bring those results to market. There's only 28 million for this call in particular. So about 3 projects up on the top. If you're looking at a 10% success rate, similar to for Horizon 2020, there'll be about 40 proposals, something like that in the mix. So you need to be up into those top 3 proposals if you want to get funded in this call. Just looking at some of that, the call text, so I've kind of broken it down a little bit here. They're looking at AI enhanced robotic systems. So AI is going to play a huge part in this call. Just like there's a good few other topics in Horizon Europe as well, bringing AI into it. They want to see explainable AI involved in this. Explainable AI is in how AI is actually making a decision for their operations. Minimal learning and for training and for skilled workers. So that means that the AI systems can actually be brought into industry, brought into manufacturing and actually used by current staff that's in there. There isn't excessive retraining of staff required. And collaborative systems as well. So these are systems that are very much designed with the human at the centre, so very human friendly. And they mentioned this in the call as well, to have social sciences involved in your consortium to make sure that you can really make use of how AI can be used by humans in these systems. Smart manufacturing, so this Made in Europe partnerships is trying to make sure Europe stays at the top globally in manufacturing. They're looking at safe, flexible, reconfigurable, modular, fast repurposing of in manufacturing plants, and really, this is coming out of all the complexities that have arisen through COVID-19 pandemic. Really looking at how can manufacturing facilities adapt to huge changes in production or huge changes in demands and requirements. That needs to be factored in. The destination that this call is looking at is it wants to cover topics like climate neutral, circular economy, targeting high energy intensive industries. So they all need to be considered in your project proposals. There has to be at least three demonstrators that needs to come into these projects as well. That's going to be super important. Again, AI and robotics are going to be a core part of this, looking at social sciences as well, human-centric approaches. And also making sure that you're having an impact on standards, so standards in the relevant industries, looking at skills development, how can those AI tools or those new tools be actually used and deployed in these environments, building on existing projects and existing initiatives. And they call out collaborations with Japan and South Korea, particularly in this call as well. If you're looking at building a consortium for this, because you need 3 demonstrator use cases, you need at least 3 industry partners, potentially in the manufacturing, but any kind of production environments. Construction as well it's a huge energy usage environment. Their role is going to be to bring that use case, to show that they can actually benefit from those key benefits that this call is going to try fund in using AI, robotics and data to improve time to market for products, to improve operational efficiency in these businesses. You're going to need some academic partners as well that have expertise in AI and autonomous systems that can bring those technologies to potentially have it at TRL level 5. You want to get new products and services as well into it. SMEs as well. SMEs are going to need to be able to bring those software systems that are being developed in the project and bring them to market. And you're going to have new jobs and new products out of that. So they're kind of your core consortium members. Additional members, you're going to need academic partners that have social sciences expertise, AI and robotics expertise. They're going to be really kind of analysing how can AI be used in these contexts. So what training is involved? How is it human-centric? They're going to help you improve that uptake and route to market for those technologies. You're going to potentially an industry or academic that can offer compute services. So compute services that are tailored or ready for these kind of industries and markets. So potentially high performance computing partners in there. SMEs that are going to be around, help to disseminate, help to educate, help to bring your results to market, help to raise awareness of the project. Just to give you a little idea of what type of AI could be brought into this. So these are just 3 hot topics in AI at the moment. Multi-input, multi-output, end-to-end AI models where you take lots of data sources, inputs, and you don't just have one output, you have lots of outputs from this model. So this model is doing a lot of analysis and it's doing a lot of outputs and value into your organization. Computer vision is after taking leaps and bounds lately. So scene analysis, so looking at the factory floor, looking at individual product items and trying to do scene analysis, image segmentation, to understand what kind of perhaps events that are happening, imperfections, and then having that available on the production floor. Natural language processing is a huge area of improvement in AI at the moment, and potentially AI assistance on to help operators on the floor to be able to adopt and to understand what's going on in a broader context. So that's just a quick whistle-stop tour of what's going on in this call at the moment. If you want to get in touch, you can contact me on the details here. I'd encourage you to head over to Walton Institute website if you want to understand, what we can deliver in these kind of topics. Okay, see you next time.